Lesson: Introduction to Risk in Contracts. Understanding risk in contracts is fundamental for any professional engaged in contract management and risk mitigation. Contractual risk refers to the potential for losses or adverse outcomes stemming from the terms and conditions outlined in a contract. These risks can arise from ambiguities, non-performance, legal liabilities, or unforeseen events that impact the fulfillment of contractual obligations. Managing these risks effectively is crucial for organizations to safeguard their interests, ensure compliance, and enhance operational efficiency. One practical tool for managing contractual risk is the risk assessment matrix. This framework allows professionals to systematically identify, evaluate, and prioritize potential risks associated with a contract. The matrix typically involves scoring risks based on their likelihood and potential impact. For example, a risk that is highly likely to occur and has a significant impact on project outcomes would be prioritized for immediate action. The risk assessment matrix not only provides a structured approach to risk management, but also facilitates communication among stakeholders by clearly illustrating where the greatest vulnerabilities lie. Contractual risk is often linked to the specificity and clarity of language within a contract. Ambiguities can lead to differing interpretations, which may result in disputes and litigation. To mitigate this, the use of precise language and unambiguous terms is essential. A practical step for professionals is to engage in thorough contract review processes, incorporating legal expertise to ensure that all terms are clearly defined and that there is a shared understanding among all parties involved. This approach reduces the potential for disputes and enhances the enforceability of the contract terms. Another significant aspect of contract risk management is understanding the legal and regulatory environment. Contractual obligations are often subject to various laws and regulations that can differ by jurisdiction. Professionals must stay informed about relevant legal updates and ensure that their contracts comply with current laws to minimize the risk of legal penalties or invalidation of contract terms. Utilizing legal databases and consulting with legal professionals are effective strategies for maintaining compliance and managing legal risks. Incorporating risk transfer mechanisms within contracts is another effective strategy. This can be achieved through indemnity clauses, insurance requirements, and limitation of liability provisions. For instance, an indemnity clause can specify that one party will compensate the other for certain damages or losses, effectively transferring the risk. Similarly, requiring parties to maintain adequate insurance coverage can provide a financial safety net in the event of unforeseen losses. These mechanisms should be tailored to the specific context of the contract and the risk appetite of the organization. A case study illustrating the importance of risk transfer involved a construction firm that entered into a contract without adequate indemnity and insurance provisions. When a subcontractor's negligence led to significant property damage, the firm faced substantial financial losses because they could not recover costs from the subcontractor. This example underscores the importance of incorporating robust risk transfer mechanisms in contracts to protect against potential liabilities. Monitoring and managing performance risk is another critical component of contract risk management. Performance risk refers to the possibility that a party may not fulfill their contractual obligations as agreed. To manage this risk, professionals can implement performance metrics and monitoring systems that provide real-time insights into contract execution. Establishing key performance indicators and regular progress reviews can help ensure that all parties adhere to their obligations and that any deviations are promptly addressed. Incorporating dispute resolution mechanisms within contracts is also essential for managing risk. These mechanisms, such as arbitration or mediation clauses, provide structured processes for resolving disputes without resorting to litigation. This approach can save time and resources, preserve business relationships, and provide more predictable outcomes. Including these clauses in contracts can significantly reduce the risk and impact of disputes, fostering a more collaborative and less adversarial business environment. The use of technology in contract risk management is becoming increasingly important. Contract management software can automate various processes, including contract drafting, review, and monitoring. These tools can enhance accuracy, reduce human error, and provide valuable analytics for risk assessment. For instance, artificial intelligence-powered software can analyze large volumes of contracts to identify common risk factors, allowing professionals to proactively address potential issues. A relevant statistic from a study by the International Association for Contract and Commercial Management highlights that organizations using contract management software report a 20 to 30% reduction in contract cycle times and a significant decrease in contract-related disputes. This demonstrates the effectiveness of technology in streamlining contract management processes and mitigating risk. In conclusion, managing risk in contracts is a multifaceted process that requires a comprehensive understanding of potential vulnerabilities and the implementation of strategic tools and frameworks. By utilizing the risk assessment matrix, ensuring precise contract language, staying informed on legal requirements, incorporating risk transfer mechanisms, monitoring performance, including dispute resolution clauses, and leveraging technology, professionals can effectively mitigate contractual risks. These strategies not only protect organizational interests, but also enhance contract compliance and operational efficiency. As the contractual landscape continues to evolve, staying informed and proactive in risk management practices will be essential for success.